Hey guys, welcome to Cruising Tarot. I'm back with the Real Crime Tarot readings. I don't have my nails on. I apologize. This is the second time I'm trying to do this video on these two victims because earlier when I tried it, I couldn't stop sneezing for a second, and then I dropped almost all the cards, which was weird. It's never the way they came out. They were kind of odd. So I had to start my video again. Okay, so let's go ahead and begin. Warning, this is a very sensitive topic, guys. If you guys don't want to watch this, you can't handle it, or you just don't want to deal with this kind of readings, I get it. Just don't watch. There's no need to be hateful. There's no need to be doing something against me. If you do, return to sender. And the reason is because I'm just doing this, I hate to say it, for entertainment purposes, but I find this very interesting to find out through tarot, what could have happened with the people who are missing. All right. Most cases that I'm looking or reading on are old, cold cases. Okay. Old, cold cases. And this is not evidence. Tarot is not evidence. It's just tarot. All right. So let me go ahead and begin by introducing I'll figure out how to put pictures of them or print them out and have them with me. But the reading I'm doing about, which I found it attracted me. The pictures kind of attract me to want to do the readings, I guess. I don't know, something about them. There was one that reminded me of a friend, and this one attracted to me because I was lured to it in a way because it was two people missing at once, and they were both siblings, which is really sad. So I found that really shocking. So all right, so we're talking about Michael and Pamela Mayfield from Houston, Texas. They went missing in 1985. I did find them on that Charlie project for the missing people. I want to say it was there when I found them, but I was kind of disappointed how much information wasn't out there about what happened, like who was investigating, who was the suspects, or who they thought did it. You know, there was just tidbits and pieces there, and then I went online and searched them more, and they really didn't find a whole lot. So maybe I didn't search enough, but that's all I found. So okay, so let me go ahead and get started. Like I said, they were missing. They were 6 and 5 years old. They went to school. They walked to school, and it was like a 10-minute walk, I believe, one way. And they went to school, attended school, so they made it, supposedly. And they stopped at a park, and they played, and then they realized this is based on other children, of course, children's eyewitness. And they claimed that they were going to be late, so they left in a hurry, and another child, I'm assuming, saw them get into a green vehicle, and they were never seen again. A few months later, an older male called. These children are African American, and the caller sounded African American, and the reason why that may be important is because some of the family members suspected a relative could have been the ones who abducted them, and that's why I have to say that. And then the caller claimed that the children were safe and they were in Los Angeles with the other side of the family. They did contact the other side of the family. They did talk to them, and they had no idea the kids were missing. So I found that interesting that the caller knew about the other family and where they lived. So that was interesting, right? So I have to look into that. Let's see, what else is there? They lived with their grandmother. They did not live with their parents. I don't know. This is 1985, guys. I don't know how involved the cops were. I hate to say it, but there was more of a good old boys kind of doing things back in the day, still in the 80s, I believe. So I don't know how much of an investigation they've done on this case. They claim that the kids were not neglected, okay, or not abused. But they did not live with their parents. They lived with their grandmother. Okay, they didn't mention who lived with the grandmother at the time, who would visit them. They did note that the parents still visit the kids every once in a while. They kind of tried to be in their lives, but not 100%. They had their own partners at the time. So, so let's go ahead and get started. So let's go ahead with the tough questions. Again, if you guys don't want to watch this, then don't watch this. I get it, all right? But there's no need to be hateful. There's no need to be mean. You know, like I said, if I get Someone who's just mean, sending bad energy, return to sender. That's all I have to say. Okay, so here we go. Let's see. What happened? More than anything, what happened? I'm going to tell you what my idea is. One of my ideas about what could have happened. After seeing the map of the 10-minute walk that the kids took and how they had to cross one or two bigger streets, there is a small possibility that either the kids were run over by accident or some idiot that was not paying attention on the road and run them over, or they were probably picked up by the highway by a stranger. And then when people say that, well, they knew better, like on the videos, they knew better to get into a car. This is a 6 and 5-year-old. Again, this is a 6 and 5-year-old. This is not a 20-year-old athlete track star. This is a 6 and 5-year-old. I would assume if the kids were getting across and someone pulls to the side, it wouldn't take very long to run after two small children to get them in the car. I'm just going to say that. I'm being brutally honest. I get it, but I'm not trying to be hateful. But be realistic, people. When people say on those videos, they knew better than to get in a car. Can you not tell me that a 6 and a 5-year-old cannot be easily taken without their will or consent into a car? All right, so I just wanted to say that because I kept seeing that in those videos, which was interesting, you know. But if in front of other people, I get it. They would get too much attention from others. But if they were by themselves, by the highway or by that road trying to cross, you know, things could have changed. All right, so let's see here. What happened that day? How did it disappear? Or what happened the day that disappeared that we need to know of? From Pamela and Michael Mayfield. Those two beautiful children that were missing in Houston since 1985. What happened? I have these letters and I'm trying to pull 2 out of 3. I should have explained that, but I just sometimes just get going with the reading and I forget that I need to explain that sometimes. So let me go ahead and pull these cards. See what's happened. What happened? What's happened? Okay. And I'm going to do a couple of reads on those people, that male that called, because I found it very interesting that he called and knew about the family in Los Angeles. How? Were they saying that in the news? Or the family was mentioning that? And if so, why would you do that? Why would you? Sorry, I hit my hair clip on the table. Let's see here. I hope I didn't have enough. I might do 2 videos, but I hope this will last. Did I do anything else here? This is okay. Okay. Let's keep going. Okay, there's something else. All right, so I'm just going to go with this for now. Because this is the 3 that I'm looking for. Okay, LF. So local familiar. Has to do with someone local familiar. All right. Hasn't really told me yet what happened, but let me see what it means here. So we've got reconcile, some connection. And there's 2. Isn't that interesting? 2 here. All right. So then we have here selfish and closed off. Almost trying to be selfish with them. String along, but not asking for help. It's like they were baited somehow. Okay. So we got LF, right? Just so I don't forget. Okay, so let's keep going and then I'll ask some more questions as we go. I try to do these under an hour, but they turn out to be more than an hour most of the time. What happened to Pamela and Michael Mayfield, the 2 beautiful siblings missing from Houston, Texas? 4 babies went missing in 1985. They were supposed to be walking home. Show us the truth and clarity. And I'm not trying to be mean, but I'm just trying to be realistic here, okay? I'm not trying to shame anybody, but this is the truth, okay? It's not, I would assume it's not very difficult to, get 2 small children into a car physically. Okay. So there's truth and clarity on Pamela and Michael Mayfield, please. And I also did a reading on that Travis Decker. I keep trying to call him a monster, but honestly everything's pointed to him, okay? So I don't know. It's just we gotta wait to see when they find him or catch him. Pamela Michael Mayfield. Pamela Michael Mayfield. Ooh. That one flew out. Okay, let me see. We've got, I don't think I have another N. Okay. LF. Do I have one? Nope. I'm going to have to put you over here. This one came out first. And this one came out, which is unknown. Unknown. Okay, so let me grab these. The next one is unknown. Unfair. One-sided. Okay, mental issues, secrets, privacy, reserve. Someone's keeping secrets. All right, willing to learn and inexperienced. Okay, so the second one is unknown. Let's go ahead and see what happened. I know I shouldn't get the local familiar one, but as what happened, but I'm going to take it that someone local familiar to them had something to do with their disappearance, and that's how I'm going to take it, okay? That's why I'm going to take it this way. We're just babies. All right, let's see what's happening here. Get some more information on Pamela and Michael Mayfield. Let's find out the truth. Pamela Mayfield. If I get seem like I have a little bit of a mood, it's because it's really hot in here. It's starting to get really hot in this room. I need to figure where to do these readings. I'm at a hot place. Okay. FW. I thought I had another FW. No, oh, there it is. Oops, sorry. FW. Okay. Sorry. It's fun to have allergies in the summer. Okay, so we have FW here. We have someone who was prepared, was spying on them. We have some kind of desire. And then we have here some kind of dominancy, out of control. Someone who's out of control. Okay. I want to say it was family. Or family friend. Is that what I did FW? I think that's why I put it for. Well, let me keep going here. Let me see what else. Show us the why. What happened? Like, why they went missing? That's what I need to know. Why? What happened, or why are they missing? Pamela and Michael Mayfield. Sorry, I thought somebody was knocking on my door. I heard something. Like 3 knocks. And my dog's wagging her tail out there against the door. Okay. Show us one more time. What happened that day? 2 out of 3 out of 3. It maybe nothing may show up, guys. Especially if it's not meant to be found out. I'm just gonna say that I don't know if what will come out, and I don't know if it's meant to be known. I don't know why it wouldn't be meant to be known, but sometimes it just comes out that way. Okay, let's keep going. 3. LF. Do I have an LF already? Nope. Okay. Pamela. Oops. Okay, I don't even know why I took it like that. This is other cards. I don't think though. I have 3 of each on some of them. I only have certain ones that are triggered to see what happened. I know I have a CR somewhere. There it is. Show us. Show us. Okay, where's this one? There it is. Okay. Oops, whoops. That one wanted to pop out. This says okay. Do I have an okay? I don't think I have an okay, so I'll put that one over there. And then this one's LF. Do I have an LF? Yep, right there. Okay, so I have an unknown. There's the unknown, and then LF. So, all right, so it's going to be LF, which is local familiar. Pretty sure I'll look up in my binder, but I'm pretty sure that's what that means. Someone local and or familiar. And usually that's what it is, right? I mean, it's someone's local and or familiar. Okay, let me see. What's the, again, someone selfish. Someone who, oh, stupid fly in my face. What the heck is that little bug? Okay. Someone who had the, it's like someone masking, though, had the tools to mask this. Had the capability or tools to mask this. See how this person or this character's got a mask. Hiding behind something, but stringing someone along here. And it's almost giving me the energy of someone that might have been in contact with the family and played the role. Someone in the family or around the family that, like, it's like going to the family, knowing what they did, and then kind of telling them what, you know, putting more ideas in their head to try to get them to think of someone else, if that makes any sense. Okay, let me go ahead and get the I'm gonna ask this question. I know it's a harsh question, but this is the only way I can put it. Okay, so what is the, I'm gonna start with Michael Mayfield. What is Michael? I'm picturing his little cute face that I saw on one of the shows in that project website. What is Michael's condition and or status? What is Michael's condition and or status? Show us clarity and truth. And then some of the cards don't represent status. I'm not going to use those. I'm just going to use the ones that are for status. So the other ones, I'm just going to load them up in their own stack. Okay. No, okay. No, there. Of course, I do have one. Michael status. Give us Michael's status, please. Michael status. Michael Mayfield. What is his condition and or status as of now? Okay. Okay, so right now it's 2 out of 3, so I'm not done yet. Okay, guys. So let me just shuffle these and then read the notes here so I can go back. And then if it turns out to be N, 2 out of 3, then you have to kind of just go back and get only the remarks or what I read as meaning or messages from the ends, if it turns out to be N. We have trying too hard, someone's distracted, slow, there's too many obstacles. And then we have hope and feel like they have hope and they're guided to heal something here. The ends means natural. So we have natural. Okay, so what does that mean? Someone's passed due to natural causes is what it's telling me. So again, 2 out of 3, right? So we're not done yet. So, okay, let's go ahead and do it again. 2 out of 3 for Michael Mayfield, a little beautiful boy from Houston, Texas, that went missing in 1985. Give me his, give me his condition and or status as of right now. I should have said that originally. Let's see. Truth and clarity. Truth and clarity. Truth and clarity. Michael Mayfield. Show us what's going on with him. Truth and clarity. Truth and clarity, please. Do I have a 3? I don't think I have one of those. What is FW? Okay, there. LF. Do I have DD? Keep going. And then N. Okay, so that's odd. Okay, so as of now, it's telling me with him it's natural causes, which is odd. I didn't really expect that to come out. What does that read? Something about someone made excuses about responsibility, hope, guided in healing, slow with obstacles. Okay, so something about natural causes for Michael. Natural causes. Okay, I'm gonna ask what exactly does that mean, or I need to know more about that. Why? Okay, let me get a different card deck. Okay, these are the questions, right? So just go ahead and ask, what can you explain and elaborate on Michael's condition of being natural? Was he alive for a very long time and then something happened that took over and was natural, or he disappeared and I'm not sure what this is going on here. Tell us what else happened. Why is it natural? Okay, so okay, this tells me that there was some kind of something was made clear and it was some kind of bitter truth. It's it's like finding out some kind of harsh truth is what it's talking about here. And I'm gonna pull some more cards. Let me see if I can find my other card deck. Finding out some harsh truth, right? Or something very complex. And there was some kind of debt paid or left out in the cold, or feeling like, you know, like I can't recover. I don't, there's just no recovering from this. I need to recover from something. It's almost some kind of harsh truth or reality here, and then no recovery. So give me one more before I pull the other cards that I usually pull. Okay, so we were talking about some kind of foolish behavior or a new beginning, taking a forward step, and then the direction someone was going towards. It's like, it's some kind of reality here, some kind of truth here, and then it's again left out in the cold because of this reality or truth. Okay, so someone took off possibly, and there's some kind of adventures. It was spontaneous, and they had a drive or a movement towards something. Okay. Let me pause this and mark these out real quick. These. All right, I had to mark that out before I get in trouble. Okay, so, all right, let's go ahead and get more cards to see what happened. What the biggest thing that happened to them or him. Let's talk about him first. Let's see. I got these little mini card decks in this bucket because they're so tiny. It's kind of hard to pick them up. So let's see what happened to Michael Mayfield that we need to know. But why is he missing? Why was he missing if he grew up or something? Okay. Was the family in outs with somebody else in the family? There's some kind of timeline issue. So time had passed for them, and there was some kind of, they had to do with someone they might have been biologically related to. And then there's someone who is being a snake, backstabber, going behind someone's back here. And then out in the open, it's almost like some kind of truth will be coming out about someone's DNA more than anything. Okay, there's some water. Water talks about a lot of emotions here. And it's some kind of political warfare. So someone here was messing with the family too. And then there's something that was concealed, it was hidden from them. Or they're hiding something from everybody else. Okay, that's weird. It's more sounds like a conspiracy versus what happened. I'm not sure I care for that too much. Let me see here. Tell us anything else what happened to Michael Mayfield. All right, so we have dating, mind control, and the devil here. All right. Okay, could it have been someone she was dating or someone was dating here? There was some kind of mind control issue, and it was very toxic. That had something to do with this. You know what? That's what I need to be asking. That's just so bizarre. Okay, so How about this? Why was Michael Mayfield kidnapped? Let me ask a direct question. Why was Michael... Okay, I shouldn't be asking it because I really don't know. It says it was natural, right? So, I'm going to ask this. Why is he still missing? Why was he missing in the beginning? Why was Michael missing in the beginning? Why was Michael missing in the beginning? Okay, we have meeting, lies, marriage, and wedding. There's some kind of huge lie about this whole situation. And it's coming from someone that this person is, somebody in the family is married to someone that might have to do with a big lie when it comes to this family and the missing children. It's kind of what it's telling me. I wonder if these cards will answer this question. Not really. Okay, so I'm going to ask this question. What is the oldest Michael was alive for? King is an adult, senior, knight. Okay, let me rephrase that. Page is a child, under 18. The knight is 20s. The queen is 30s. And then the king is 40s and above. Okay, so this is whatever card comes out first. Out of those, doesn't matter what type of king or queen or nothing, it's going to tell us the age that he lived for. Show us one card, what his age was. We're going to do this until the card comes out. How old was he alive for? I mean, he would, if the king comes out, there's a possibility he's still okay, even though it says natural, because, you know, he's an adult in his 40s now. 40s or almost 50s. Okay, knight. The knight came out. So in his 20s. So in his 20s, huh? That's what it's telling me. I know it's bizarre questions, but let's go ahead and ask more questions. Anything else about Michael that would help? Anybody find out what happened and shed any truth or light? Why he went missing initially? Why did he go missing initially? Marrying for money. Queen rising, stepping into power. Okay, so it's almost suggesting a feminine energy here is at fault. There's some kind of money exchange or worry about money when it comes to him. Status and money. All right, let's see. So why if he... Okay, so we would find out the reason why he went missing. Now, why was he still missing for a while? Why was he still missing for a while, though? Hooked. Okay. Okay, this person Michael might have been tricked, caught, And then wherever they were at, they might have been okay for a while. That's interesting. It's weird and interesting. Okay, so let's go ahead and ask about his sister, Pamela. Let's see. Pamela. Now we're doing Pamela. I'm picturing her picture that they had online. The 5-year-old cutie patootie. And see here what happened. What is the condition and or status of Pamela? 2 out of 3. Now we're going to ask who might have been involved. 2 out of 3 in her situation, why she's missing. I just found it kind of strange again that that person knew that they had family in Los Angeles. Just saying. Maybe it's a coincidence. They just came up with a large city to distract everybody. And nobody recognized their voice, or... Okay, this is like, again, not one of them that tells me the conditions. I'm going to put it there. And this one doesn't really, but I'm going to keep it because it may be telling me that someone locally may be involved. Okay, so 2 out of 3, right? So here's one so far, and it tells me that she is okay. But I have to do 2 more, or how many it takes to do 2 out of 3. There's some kind of comfortableness, stabilization here, and growth. Oh, here we go. I dropped the cards again like last time when I tried to do the video. Sorry, my chair squeaks. There's nothing I can do about it or want to do about it. Okay. Okay, Pamela. Let's see your condition for Pamela. Truth and clarity. Truth and clarity. I was just thinking, like, what would be a reason why people would take someone, you know? But there's a lot of reasons people would do this. There's a lot of reasons they would do it. There's self and lust. And there's family here. I hate to say it, but there's a lot of reasons people would do this kind of stuff. Oh. I felt that. Enemy. Accident. I don't know why I'm trying to turn this around. I'm not supposed to turn it around. Let's see on these. These is okay because I'm not going to use them. L. Okay, let's get this first. Oh, these came out, but I don't take a huge bunch most of the time unless it feels right. And it don't feel right now. Okay, I'm going to take this CR, take this DD. Okay. Do I have another CR? No. AX. FW. Okay. Does it really talk about some kind of condition here, though? So I'm not too sure. But, you know, we have what? Okay, right? Then we have FW for her. And FW is free will. It's her free will. You could talk about... I'll tell you what it means exactly when it comes to this, if it turns out to be. But this one talks about order and protection to balance things out. And there's some kind of growth still. Hey, there was another one here, but it didn't matter because there's not enough. Okay, truth and clarity on what her condition is. Status of condition for Pamela right now. Okay, let me get this one first. Okay, what is my freaking eye felt weird. Okay. That was going to be a bunch that would come out, and I'm not doing this. Okay, so where's this one? This one's here. This talks about local LF. Okay. Like local and familiar. Like, not really talking about a status here, though. LF is not really a status. Let me just keep going only because that one's not really a status. I don't even know why I would take it before. But 2 out of 3 anyway, so. Okay. If she is okay, show us she's okay. Like physically okay is what I'm saying. Okay, there's the okay, but where's the okay stack? I don't have any, so this is... Well, I saw that. I saw this. Oh, it's work, so it doesn't really count. And this is unknown. So unknown. So now unknown is her status. So, okay. I'm not going to take certain. I don't know why I was trying to stick to some of them, because LF just means familiar. Like local familiar. So it's not really telling me her condition or status. I got to remember that. Okay, one more time. Hopefully we'll get our answer this way. Pamela's condition, please. Show us Pamela's condition as of right now, as of today. Oh, I have to leave it like this. What am I doing? What? Okay. Yeah. Do I have a DD? Yep, right there. 3. Do I have a 3? Don't look at... Okay. Okay, so this one talks about an accident as of right now. And when I mean her status and condition right now, I'm not saying her status condition when the first day that she went missing. I'm talking about what is her status condition right now. It talks about an accident, something maybe natural, luck, fate. Could be like unfinished business here was left. Rash. Someone was really rash here. Because that's all it really talks about. So one more maybe. I don't know. I sneeze. Oh, again. Gotta love the allergies in the summer. Okay, one more time. Show us what we need to see. Clarity and truth. What is her status and or condition? Pamela's. What is this? Okay. Okay, so, all right, so we have here third party. Now we have third party, which is confirmed, confirmation, someone, some belief or lesson. Okay. I don't know. And then some kind of offer or romance here. But it talks about third party. Okay, still have to do it at least one more time, guys, until I can get this. We're looking for clarity and truth. We're not stopping until we get the 2 out of 3. So give us clarity and truth, please. Might shuffle them a little different or pick them a little different, okay? Because it's not getting to the point. Okay. 2 out of 3 on her condition and her status for Pamela, please. Where's this one? I thought I would just pull one of those. Do that, so I can't flip them because there's messages I need from there if it turns out to be that. Another one, but that one does not really talk well. Free will does. That's free will. Okay. Oh, I'm drawn to read this pile, even though I'm not going with that pile. I'm just drawn to read it, even whatever the choice is. I know I had one. There it is. Okay, come on. What is the answer? What's the truth? Truth, truth. Okay, here's that one. I have plenty of 2 of each stack, so it's this next card may be the answer. Not yet. Okay, so we have third party. This is the second time, so I'm taking this. But I'm going to leave this because I felt for some reason like I need to read something about that. So let's go ahead and read this other third party. You're going to have to rewind with the other third party. Lonely affair. Too much emotions. Love choice. Confirmed or one choice. Confused on one choice. Very confused on the choice. And there's some kind of lusty behavior here. There's a friend and love and lust. Love and lust, friend. Something about not being practical, whatever this is, and they're hiding their feelings. Okay. So there's going to be some third party intervention with her. So let me see what exactly that means. I'm just going to pull one card. Is she alive or unalive? Is what we're trying to find out here. Is she alive? One card. Or unalive. We need the alive or unalive. That still doesn't tell me. Okay. That's self. I don't even know, but it says it's about self-sabotage. Okay, so how about the age, right? Let's go ahead and pull that out. Was she the target? Is that what that means? Was she's the target? Was she the target? Okay, let me just... I have a few questions I'm going to ask, but I'm just going to... Okay, like it's the same page, knight, queen, and king. Page is like 18 and under. It's her age as of right now, the longest she lived for. Knight is 20s, queen is 30s, and king is 40s and older. So tell us what her last age was, where she fit in. Truth and clarity. Whatever comes out first is what we're taking. Just once. We're not doing 2 out of 3. Unless more than one. Okay, so the king came out, so she could have been in her 40s, is what it's telling me. Okay, I'm going to ask this question because, well, let me see. Tell me more about Pamela's missing initially, and then any other information about her missing later on. Legal issue. Legal issues or matters. Okay, in relationships. So, why I keep thinking it was a family member or someone close to the family or someone that should have been family. Why? Why am I getting that? They were stalking. They were obsessed. I think she was the target. If for some reason she might have been the target. I don't know. I'm just so like, this one's a little confusing to me because it's all over the place for some reason. Anything else on her disappearance? Now or later. There's accident, celebrity, and then we have an accomplice, sorry. Okay, so there was no accident, is what it's telling me. Celebrity can mean someone that she admired or looked up to or saw a lot. And it also can be an accomplice or partner in crime. Someone else also gave into this crime somehow. Let's go ahead and ask the yes and no questions. Let's see. Oh, I remember what I was going to grab. These here. Sorry. Okay, so tell me more about who had anything to do with Pamela and Michael's disappearance. Initial disappearance, at least. Show us truth and clarity. Who? Or show us more information on what happened. Whatever needs to come out. Okay, so I don't know. I get the feeling, guys, that somebody in the family knows something. That may have not been the reason why they went disappearing, but they know something. But why wouldn't they say anything? I don't know. Why wouldn't they say anything? But there's a ghost here. All right. So I think we're talking about somebody who is involved that's no longer alive. All right. And then we have some kind of howling here, embellishment. So someone in here was faking something in the case. Embellishing something. Crying wolf. Cry wolf. And then we have big actions here. So I don't know if somebody here was just being blackmailed. They know something here. Or what is the word I'm thinking about here? They feel like their life was in someone else's hands. Something like that. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. Yes, no, maybe, right? Let's see here. 2 out of 3. Let's see. Let's just ask the person that we're more familiar with the most. So let's see. Let me put a list here so I can remember who to ask. I'm not making accusations. I'm just asking questions. Again, this is not factual. This is not evidence. This is just tarot. Oops, I just hit the mic. Okay. Okay, we're just going to try to do it a little bit faster. It's already at 55 minutes. But let's go ahead and see. Oops. Dang it. Okay. Was the grandma, because she's the one who dealt with them the most, or was, you know, not dealt, sorry, but had them the most. I'm assuming that's what they were saying. Let's see here. And I don't mean dealt like in a bad way, just like that she's the one literally interact with them the most. That's what it sounded like. Is she the one involved in their disappearance? Yes, no, maybe. With clues. Let's see. The grandma, the one that lived with them, has something to do with their disappearance. Yes, no, maybe. Sideways, but it's a maybe, so I have to take it. Sideways, but it's a yes, so I take it. Okay, that's a no. Yes, no, maybe. The grandma had something to do with their disappearance. There's another maybe. The grandma they lived with had something to do, or no? Yes or no? What is that? Oh my gosh, I can't read that. That should be... Oh, honestly, I cannot read that. That's so dark. I know the top says no. I want to say it says no. Yeah, it's no. Okay, let me mark this really quick. I had to find my marker. I had to mark this so next time I don't get confused again. So this is... Oh, this is maybe. Hello. I was looking at the wrong thing. So there's maybe. See? I was looking at the wrong thing. There's actually maybe. This is natural. So, okay. So we have here... This is like diplomatic. How to make a diplomatic choice here. It was someone was getting very impatient and then made a really quick action here. Okay, let's do so maybe so far on her. Let's do another one. Does the grandma have anything to do with their disappearance? Like she's the reason they disappeared, is what I'm saying. Sideways, and it's not the same, so it has to be like really clear that's up or down. Sideways, but it doesn't matter because they're both maybes. Okay, this is a no and this is a yes. So we had maybe, right? And now we have a yes for her. And there's in order to protect. It was just something needed to change. Compassion. She wanted some kind of compassion. Okay, I have to ask, guys. Does anybody know for sure if this kid were being abused or neglected? I wonder if anybody would really know. You know, I don't know if people back then really investigated things like they should sometimes. Okay, we'll just keep going. Okay, let's see. Because if it does yes again, based on the readings, it almost seems like she did it for their well-being. I don't know. Let's see what else. Look at that. She had anything to do with their disappearance. The grandma. The grandma. Sideways, and I cannot take it because it's too different. Oh my gosh, that's a lot. Okay, so I'm just gonna take them as I see them. All right, so we have yes again. So it's telling me yes, that the grandma had something to do with it. All right, is that the reason why another family member called and said they're in Los Angeles? Maybe, I don't know. It says depression, solidarity, inner wisdom. Someone was willing to learn, or they feel like they were to an experience or something like that. And then something about harmony and good news. Okay, so things are pointing out to yes. Maybe the grandma wanted them to have a better life. I don't know. This is kind of bizarre. Okay, if she had a reason for their disappearance, why? Why would you, right? I'm gonna get these instead. Why, if it's a yes, which it was a yes, let me see why. Why? Okay, public information, something about the harmony or status to go up, and then something about demanding too much here. Be more consistent or consistency. That's weird. I just was kind of shocked that it came out her, which I don't know. Maybe her letting walk has something to do with their disappearance is what it's saying, but let's find out. Some more. Okay. Are the parents directly involved, the biological father or the mother, in their initial disappearance? They know where they're planning to make them disappear is what I'm saying. That's what I'm looking for. The mother or the father or both of them, the biological. Yes, no, maybe. Sideways, but I have to take it because it's the same. Here's yes. That's a lot. I'll take it. Maybe. Okay. Maybe, but it's leaning towards more of a yes here. Also hides, diplomatic, some kind of memories, a gift. Something about for payoff. Is a payoff? Okay, let's see. One more time, or how many times we need to, I guess. Whoa, and then flipped along the way. Deceit, some kind of deceit. Yes, no, maybe. Biological parents have something to do with the kids missing, like the initial missing. No, this one came out. Oh, gosh. Gotta make a mess. Fuck, how did this one come out? I'm gonna have to redo this one, I think, because I don't know. I don't even know which way that one came out, and I don't know if I want to take it right now. And then this. No, that could have been a deal breaker, but I'm not sure. Just tell us, show us truth and clarity, okay? Whatever is meant to come out, or fix this one, whatever, to the point where it tells truth and clarity. If they had something to do with their... One more card will show us. Okay, so now it's saying no. Then we have here for no, some kind of break or silence, move on, and rejection. Okay, so no. We have maybe towards almost yes for the parents. And no, but I want to stick to maybe, okay? Because on the first one, even though yes came out too, it maybe came out first. Okay, let's go ahead and start over again. Hopefully one more time. Yes, no, maybe for the parents. It had anything to do with the kids missing, disappearance, initial disappearance. Okay, we got maybe. Wow. Okay, now we got a yes. It's crazy how they're coming out here. We have comfortable, cold, inevitable, healing. I wanted to change. So, one more time, just to clarify this. Is this some kind of family thing? I don't know. I mean, I'm maybe the grandma had something to do with it, and I think that's really specific, but because they let them walk. And technically, I mean, that's just, the cards could be saying that that's one of the reasons they went missing, right? So, I don't know. I just find it really strange, you know? I don't know. It's just, maybe it's just me. I don't think in the 80s, my parents we lived in the same, like really close to school, and they still would watch us walk to school. Okay, yes, no for the parents, if they had anything to do with directly, like actual wanted them to disappear. Okay, that's what I'm trying to ask here. Not because, you know, a consequence, no, or cause and effect. I'm talking about they wanted that to happen. And they, yes. So now we have a confirmation, yes. No other choice, like no options. Solitary in order to protect. So, yes. Maybe, and then yes. I don't know. I don't even know I want to read anything else because it's pointing towards them too. Like it's some kind of knowledge between the family or something. Like they know. Somebody knows, I think. Let's see. Show us anything else about their missing, why they're missing, or why did they go? Why would the family have anything to do with them missing, right? I don't know. This is okay. Come on. It almost shows that this is gonna be solved somehow, and someone may end up going to jail, and someone's gonna try to avoid it by stealing some kind of evidence, or someone stealing some kind of paperwork. That's what it's saying, and it has to do with the government, and they're trying to cover it up. Weird. Okay. Okay, how about the type of person that would be the reason the person that mostly is involved with their disappearance? Who is the person? Give us a description of the person who most likely was involved in their disappearance. It's like it's. I found it, you know, maybe it's just me. There's not a lot of information on the disappearance, and I don't know. It's just kind of odd to me. I hope they are found, or if they were adopted, I hope they come to realize or that they were adopted, even just for truth. Maybe they're happy, or they were happy at one point in time wherever they're at, but it doesn't mean we don't deserve the truth, right? See, who had something to do with the disappearance? Give me an indication. Who would that be? Okay. How am I stuck here? Addict, obsessed. I know that obsessed came up before. Someone who likes animals a lot. Obsessed with animals. Okay. Someone who is very positive. They love, a very affectionate person. But at the same time, they have a lot of people that they love to give love to. And I'm not saying it necessarily has to be like this. It could just be someone that just has a lot of people that they give love to. Okay. I'm a father figure of some sorts here. A provider. Okay, one more card deck, and I think I'm done with this one. This is really weird. I'm sorry, but out of the ones I've done so far, this one's like not really straight to the point. I feel like this one's going all over the place. There was the other one I was doing, this kind of didn't really want to answer me, and it was the cards were coming out weird. This one I kept dropping a lot of the cards initially when I wanted to do it. Maybe as a warning, it's not the time to do it. I don't know, but tell us more about the little cutie patootie kids that were missing from the 80s. Tell us more. Okay, so we have healthcare industry, somebody from is related to health or is very unhealthy and then was kidnapped. What else? We have here patching up a bad situation, fixing a plan that has gone sideways. Did the plan when it comes to this change in the middle of it? Okay. Someone was trying to control this. It's like someone else did not have a choice. It's almost like a mastermind here. And then the other person was just being dominated by one person about this idea. Someone had the idea, the other person had to follow along, possibly going to the bottom of the situation, trying to find out more information, and a hard-earned and long-anticipated reward. Looking for some kind of reward or something here. Okay, that's weird. Okay, so let me pull this one, and I think that's it. Actually, I want to pull a little bit more because, again, it's a really weird reading for me. It's not very, it's like, what's all this stuff? Blanks. Okay, show me. Where are those kids? If they were alive for a long period of time, what were they doing? Were they happy? Were they unhappy? Were they miserable? Were they mistreated? What happened? Okay, what happened after they disappeared is what I'm saying. Some kind of sham. Talks about sham here. Movement difficulty and struggles. Okay. Put this here. Okay, so I don't know if there was some kind of deal here. It talks about someone was just deceitful, making some kind of deal with someone, that somebody owe money to somebody else for bad deals or something. I just thought they might have cut out, God forbid, but it possibly could have happened as that accident because they were crossing that highway in a way. But we have here consumption and too many options and pleasure and decisions here. Queen of Coins is like the partner, the wife, sometimes in the tarot, in my opinion, asking for help, poverty, pouring out blessings, success, and pouring out blessings. Okay, how about show us where the kids were last at, if possible. The last location of the children, or as of 2025. Let's see, because by this age they could be separated if they're alive. I'm not trying to be rude, I'm just trying to read it how I'm supposed to ask this so I don't confuse my reading. Okay, so let's see here. For Michael, the last known place for Michael as of right now, or the last known place, period. It says parking lot, some kind of garage, and there's a church. What about Pamela? The last known place, or where is she at now? Within a vehicle, and there's water. This is almost indicating, again, this is just tarot, but it's like someone already had a service or something to do with a service already. And then this one's something about either going to a beach or going to a park. That's what is the last known, or as of right now, whenever I'm recording this, which is the 14th of June, around 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. And then talks about she's in some kind of vehicle, but underneath the water, possibly here too. Or at the time when the reading, she was driving towards some kind of pool, or to some kind of resort or something. This is really strange. Let me see. I'm going to pull these cards and then that's it, okay? I know I keep saying that, but I just want to know if it could tell us a little bit more. I like these. I like a lot of the card decks, and this one's, I just like the cards itself, like the, how many he made. Intuitive Kev. I don't have the tarot, I just have the oracle. Maybe later I'll get the tarot, but just for now I just have the oracle. But let's see. Tell us more about the situation with those 2 children when they went missing, or who had something to do with it, or anything you can tell us about the situation or the case. Okay, I don't know if this is a message for me or this is some information. This could be that the intuition on this is blocked, like no information is given here. They could be having faith that someone will get what they deserve. Just keep the faith. Something's coming. Karma's coming for someone. Okay, or this could be, again, they were at a service already. Okay, there's nothing else happening after this. That's it. Someone was already at some kind of service here. Or there's been a service already for someone. I think everybody that's not 100% sure if they belong to a family should always, even when they're happy or happier, should always look up to see if all the missing cases, missing kids, just to make sure they're not going to be on there. I don't know. I want to say that too. All right. So this is all I got, guys. I don't know. I just, you know what? Let me do one more. Let's see. What's going to be the outcome of this case? I'm going to do them separately, Michael and then Pamela. What is the outcome of this case? Are they going to be found? Is this going to be a closed case or just, I mean, what's going to be the outcome? For Michael, let's get 1 or 2 cards. Here it comes again, guys. Here it comes again. Talks about a nice person and then someone that has belief or faith, which already been at service here. There's already been a service. Okay. Or is related to the church somehow, or someone's knows something from the church. Okay, what about Pamela? What's the outcome of this case for her? What is the outcome of Pamela's missing case? Show us truth and clarity. What is obsession coming out? The word obsession has come out several times, hasn't it? Like at least 2 or 3 times at least. Okay, so there's some kind of switch here. Almost like switch at birth kind of deal. Or the case will be turned upside down. There's going to be 2 people involved. And then there's going to be some kind of help here. There's going to be some kind of help towards this case. And it has to do with someone who's obsessed with the case. Or someone who, it's pointing towards someone who is involved in the case who was obsessed. Alright, so let me see here. Ultimately show us who is the person most responsible for their disappearance. The person responsible most for their disappearance. So Michael and Pamela. Okay, so it talks about some kind of karmic family, which to me is someone here who either hasn't gotten what they deserve, is going to get what they deserve, or something like that, or feels like she's never getting what she deserves here. And then someone who's always jealous, it can never heal something here, or needs to be healing something within themselves. All right, this is all I got, guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Bye.